In the ancient world, power was measured by swords and crowns. Kings were the law, priests the voice of gods, and common people mere shadows beneath their feet. Yet from a small city called Miletus, a man without a crown, army, or palace was born, Thales. In the bustling market, he appeared merely as an olive oil merchant. Rows of jars, silver coins exchanging hands, cries of bargaining mixed with the scent of wine and bread. But behind this simplicity was a peculiar habit. Thales often planted a stick in the ground, watched its shadow shift slowly, and wrote numbers on worn papyrus. Children laughed, other merchants mocked. Who would buy your shadows? Thales didn't care. He believed there were hidden laws behind the sun's movement, seasonal patterns and river tides. To him, the world wasn't a mystical puzzle but a secret understandable by the human mind. While others bowed to myth, Thales trusted logic. This was the first step of an ordinary man destined to challenge kings. His curiosity pushed him beyond the city's borders. Sailors spoke of towering pyramids, the endless Nile, and priests who mastered the secrets of the stars. Thales felt drawn to these wonders. He sailed toward Egypt, though people mocked him. What could a foreign merchant hope to find in the land of pharaohs? His ship was small, waves vast, pirates lurking, yet Thales stood on deck using stars as guides. He noted, if a certain star rose in the east at a specific hour, the ship would drift so many miles. He didn't know it yet, but he was planting the seeds of navigation science. After weeks, golden sands and the silhouettes of pyramids appeared on the horizon. Others bowed in awe. Thales asked instead, how can we measure its height? A simple foreigner ready to challenge millennia-old mysteries. Priests felt insulted by a foreigner speaking of science. They challenged him before the pharaoh and the people. If you are right, measure the pyramid's height without climbing it, they demanded. The crowd laughed, expecting his failure. Thales smiled calmly. He planted a wooden stick in the sand and waited as the sun shifted. When the stick's shadow equaled its height, he pointed to the pyramid. Its shadow matched its height. Silence filled the courtyard. Priests froze. The pharaoh leaned forward. Whispers of awe spread through the crowd. With a single stick and simple logic, Thales unveiled a secret long thought reserved for the gods. Knowledge had just challenged sacred authority. News of the foreigner measuring pyramids with shadows spread rapidly through Egypt. Some marveled, yet the priests felt humiliated. For centuries, they had guarded the secrets of the heavens, and now a simple merchant unveiled them with mere geometry. Their authority wavered. If people believe this man, who will still fear us? Whispered a priest. Thales, however, was indifferent. He sought not respect, but truth. Nights were spent on the desert sands, observing stars, noting when Sirius rose, when Orion appeared, and when the moon would cover the sun. Young apprentices gathered around him. If we know the patterns, he said, we can predict the seasons, the flooding of the Nile, even eclipses. His words made the priests grind their teeth. Secrets once considered divine were now reduced to calculations. Years later, Asia Minor was engulfed in war. King Aliats of Lydia and King Cyaxares of Media clashed. Thousands of soldiers facing each other, battle cries echoing. Thales, on Lydia's side, spoke calmly. Today, the sun will disappear. No one believed him. Yet at noon, the sky darkened, light vanished, the sun eclipsed by the moon. Soldiers panicked, cries turned to prayers, swords fell from hands. The two furious kings halted instantly. It wasn't their armies that lost. It was the heavens submitting to a man's prediction. The eclipse stopped the war. Two kings, once fearless, now fell silent. They realized a power beyond swords, the laws of nature. Armies could obey kings, but the sky obeyed patterns calculated by Thales. In that moment, a foreign merchant without, soldiers had made the strongest rulers in Asia. Minor lower their weapons. Knowledge triumphed over authority. History marks this day not as a military victory, but as the triumph of science over the sword. After the war ended, many hailed Thales, become our leader. You are wiser than any king, they cried. But Thales refused. He sought no crown. He knew that knowledge would die if used as a tool for power struggles. I prefer a simple life and to continue learning, he said. He returned to selling olive oil, though now his name echoed far and wide. His refusal only earned him more respect. Thales challenged kings, yet he never wished to be one. Kingdoms crumble, swords break, but Thales' influence only grew. The shadow method birthed geometry. His stargazing birthed astronomy. His courage birthed philosophy. Names like Aliats and Cyaxares are now mere historical footnotes, but Thales' name is taught in schools, universities, even at NASA. From a wooden stick in the desert came the foundations of science. That is true legacy, knowledge that transcends time. History is full of mighty kings, but most leave only ruins. Thales left a way of thinking. Swords can force, but only briefly. Knowledge can liberate forever. With one stick, he measured a pyramid. With star charts, he halted a war. With simple logic, he dismantled myths thousands of years old. No sword was as sharp. History is often written by war victors, but human memory cherishes those who discover truth. Thales, the olive oil merchant from Miletus, proved that the human mind could challenge myths and shake thrones. He had no kingdom, yet ruled with ideas. No army, yet conquered with numbers. This is the story of an ordinary man challenging kings and winning.